Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Natisha and we are here today to do my finale for the Pan That palette 2018. In 2018 I chose to pan the palette, the Urban Decay Vice 2. Isn't she lovely? And before we even go into the palette, let me just tell y'all this ahead of time. So what happened was, no, for real though, going into this palette, I didn't have no high expectations. I didn't have no goals. I didn't say I was going to pan the whole palette. I just wanted to give myself a little bit more variety versus the palette that I had the year before. I saw that I got bored with it a little bit and I was tired of the same colors, blah blah blah, from the palette that I chose 2017. So when I chose this one, I wanted something with colors, something just a little different. So going into this project for 2018, I had no expectations for it. I had no set goals. I was just going with it. So that being said, the beginning of the year I did pretty good. I did pretty good all the way up until maybe July, and then I started getting other palettes and I wanted to play with those other palettes, and so it kind of got the back burner, and I don't even think I barely touched this palette probably the month of November, maybe November, I don't know, December for sure I didn't touch it. But that being said, I have a little bit of progress, but it's not tremendous. My goal, I think it was like, let's see how many, 1 2 3 4 5 3 4, so it was about 20 eyeshadows, and I didn't really have this goal, but in my mind I was like, okay, well, if I pan 10, I'm at least painting half of the palette. But I didn't quite get to that point because I was kind of over this palette after a while, and me being over it was just because it's a lot of jewel tone and it's a lot of not so grand pigmentation, and it's a lot of dark colors, and it's a lot of cool tone. So why did I pick this palette? Oh no, but cool tones is really not, I wear them, but it's not really my forte the entire year. But that being said, this is what the palette looks like. Mama only got four pans. This one, this one, this one, that one. Those are completely panned. I got a big dip in this gold one and a big dip in this this one. This, what kind of green is this? Olive green. Yep. And so those have dips. I'm pretty sure if I would have stuck around to playing around with this palette, I would have panned those two also. So that's all I have to say about it. Like, I was over it towards the end of the year because I got new palettes and I wanted to play around with those new palettes, and this was not drawing my attention at all. And I really didn't care, like, if I had chosen to pan this. I just wasn't drawn to it at all. Like, now that I've been playing with this, because mind you, before I even chose this to pan, I barely have touched this. I touched it a couple of times, kind of was just nostalgic in my collection. I don't even know why I bought this in the first place, and if I can tell my younger self advice on this palette, I would say don't get it. You ain't gonna hardly use it. It's gonna be a waste of your money, and I mean, I got some money's worth out of it, so it's not a complete waste. But if I was to go back in time, it's a pretty palette. You get a good bang for your buck of money, but I wouldn't have bought it. I absolutely would not have bought it. It didn't draw my attention. It didn't pull me in. It didn't keep me in. So I did what I can do, and she is done. Donezo. Now will I throw this away? I don't know about that. I don't know why I'm having a hard time, because I have current Urban Decay palettes with the same color schemes. So I have these eyeshadows, so it's not like I'm attached to the eyeshadow. It's just the fact that it's pretty packaging. I spent some good money on this, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting rid of it. No judgment. But anyways, I will leave some pictures towards the end of this video, but that is it for my 2018 Pan That palette. Will I do a 2019 palette? I'm leaning more towards a no. I think I'm going to try something different, just a smidget. I feel like, from my personal experience when I was panning this, that a lot of my focus goes on to one palette. And I have too many palettes to just be focusing and horning on one palette throughout the year. And I'd rather get to the point where I'm touching all my eyeshadow palettes throughout the year versus them getting touched here and there and focusing on one mainly. So I'm going to do something in the sense of painting the palette, but it's not really going to be painting the palette. It's basically just touching all of my eyeshadow palettes, like all of them. Like, they need to all be touched because I bought them for a reason, and I don't want one palette being touched one time or two times out of the year and then on to the next year, you know what I'm saying? So I won't be doing an official Pan That palette. I didn't really do that great anyways. I didn't do no updates. I did one update. Did I do one? I did 2 updates. I think it was two. But you know, you got people in here every month doing updates, so I may just change it up a little bit for my video. But anyways, thank you for watching my finale, and I'll see you guys in the next video.